បាទជំរាបសួរទូរទស្សនិកជនជាទីមេត្រីបាទថ្ងៃនេះក្រុមការងារខ្មែរ TV យើងខ្ញុំបានមកដល់ Billie Jean King Library នៅទីក្រុង Long Beach បាទ Public Library នៅទីក្រុង Long Beach ហើយថ្ងៃនេះយើងមានពិព័រណ៍សុខភាពខ្មែរពិព័រណ៍សុខភាពរបស់ខ្មែរយើងមួយដ៏ធំនិងមានចែកចាយរបស់របរជាច្រើនហើយយើងចង់ដឹងថាតើយើងមានអ្វីខ្លះនៅកន្លែងនេះយើងនឹងដើរទៅពិនិត្យនៅតុនីមួយៗដើម្បីយកព័ត៌មានមកចែកជូនទូរទស្សនិកជនបាទសូមអញ្ជើញរងចាំទស្សនាដោយតទៅ How are you doing?
Very good yourself.
Are you a doctor or are you
I'm a doctor.
Are you a doctor?
I work with Dr. Clark at St. Francis Medical Center.
I see. What are you doing here today?
So I'm one of the coordinators for the event. I am actually running the CPR booth, but I also help put most of this together as well.
CPR, that is the most important part, right? Because that's a life-saving.
Absolutely.
Instant life-saving for people. So can you give us a demonstration, please?
Of course, of course. So we've got our adult mannequin here. And so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to check and see if the person is conscious or unconscious. Because if you do CPR on someone who's just sleeping, they aren't going to be very happy. So, hello, are you okay? Are you all right? Then you're going to want to check and see if their heart is beating and if they're breathing. So you check by checking the pulse, and then you come down and you listen and see if the chest is rising. If there's no pulse, there's no breathing, you're going to want to call someone. Hello, someone, dial 911. Because CPR is good, but you're going to want to make sure that there's someone on the way to rescue. So after I know that someone is going to be coming and rescuing, I can begin CPR. I'm going to find the xiphoid process. It's the little bone just down at the end. I'm going to take 2 fingers and then place them right there. I'm going to take the meaty part of my hand and place it next to it, right in the middle. I'm going to overlap with my other hand, and I'm going to straighten out my elbows, come over the body, and press all the way through. It's going to be very, very aggressive. You don't want to do the little Hollywood ones. That's not going to help anybody. In Hollywood, everyone would not be surviving. So you straighten out your elbows, you're pressing all the way through. You're going to do 30. When you do 30, you're doing it like, staying alive, please don't die. After you do 30, and you know that the heart is beating, you're going to want to give oxygen. So if I breathe in right now, it's not going to go anywhere because the throat is closed. I'm going to want to open this up. So I'm going to press on the forehead. That opens up the throat. I'm going to open the mouth, and then I'm going to give 2 breaths. 1, 2. I'm in the perfect position where I can check and see if he's breathing and check for a pulse. If there's no pulse, he's not breathing, then we are going to have to do it again. We redo it until help arrives. If yes, then guess what? You just saved a life. It's a little bit different for the infants. I can show you guys the infants. If I were to press on this infant with my hand, it'd be like squishing a bug. So what you're going to want to do is use 2 fingers and press like that instead. That's how we do CPR on infants. It's still 30 compressions. It's still 2 breaths.
So you blow 2 breaths inside.
Absolutely.
1, 2, that's it, no more.
Absolutely.
I see. And that's it. And hopefully that will save life.
Hopefully it will save lives. It's going to buy you time until the ambulance gets there. Absolutely.
Because someone else will call 911 while you do the CPR.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, Dr. Brandon.
Willis.
Oh, Willis?
Yes, sir.
Willis Brandon?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, doctor. How are you?
Very good.
Are you what type of doctor are you?
So I'm a podiatrist, and Christine is a podiatry student.
Yeah.
So are you coming here to kind of like helping out?
Yeah. So we represent Western University of Health Sciences College of Podiatric Medicine, and we're here to help improve the health of the community. So we do foot screenings while we're here today.
What is foot screening about?
So we look to see if there are any signs of of disease like diabetes or lack of blood flow, peripheral arterial disease, and we look to see if those are there so we can help educate people to empower them to improve their health.
And are you recommending them to go to the doctor or go to?
Sometimes, if they need to, we might give some advice for proper shoes or inserts, that type of thing. But sometimes people need to see their doctor, so we'll recommend somebody in the community or even sometimes to go back to their primary care doctor.
How do you recommend a person for a shoe, a different type of shoe, by looking at the feet or?
Yeah, usually it's by our examination and their complaint, the problem that they may be having, and then certain types of shoes are better for certain people.
What is that, a pad also? Is that a pad that can help back hurt or leg hurt, stuff like that?
Yeah, you mean like shoes for that type of thing? Is that
a pad, a shoe pad?
Oh, pads.
Or maybe I seen there's a place where you can go in there, you put your feet on, and they kind of like
orthotics.
Yeah. So
well, in general we don't recommend that type of thing because it's really the information you get is not the best. So we prefer to give recommendations directly ourselves. But really it's just about, in most cases, it's about wearing a good supportive pair of shoes that can give a little bit of cushion but also protect the feet. And there are certain brands of shoes that may be a little bit better than others, and we'll oftentimes make recommendations for that.
I see. What about the pad or the cushion of the shoe? When you stand, there's a pressure on a different part of your feet, right? So how do you get, because a shoe standard cushion is like everywhere, but your feet, sometimes you need more, sometimes you need less on each different places. How do you get that? The custom-made shoes or custom-made pad or something like that?
Yeah, so there's something, like you mentioned, something called an orthotic, which is a custom-molded piece of plastic that is made to change the pressures on the bottom of the foot. And when you do that, you can take pressures away from a spot that has too much and move it to a different spot. And then that helps to decrease pain.
I see.
And that is something that we make usually in private offices and in the office. And that's after an exam and imaging sometimes to see what the foot's like. But in some cases, we can even just make recommendations about proper shoes. Certain brands of shoes can actually take pressure off of things like the ball of the foot or the back of the heel. So sometimes simple things can be very beneficial to start, and then if you need more advanced treatment, then we can provide that in the office.
I know you're not sponsor any brand of shoe. What brand do you recommend that would be good? Do you?
Well, actually, I don't recommend a specific brand in general. I recommend shoes that are very supportive. So we have very simple 3 steps to look at a pair of shoes, and you do 3 things. You squeeze the back of the heel where the back of the shoe is, and if it's nice and if it doesn't compress, then it's supportive. And then you take the shoe and you twist it, and if the shoe twists very easily, it's not supportive. And then the third is if you take the shoe and you push down, the shoe should bend right where the toes bend and nowhere else, and the shoe should not collapse. So regardless of what brand it is or how much it costs, if you have good support with those characteristics, then you have a good shoe.
I see. So that doesn't matter what brand it is, as long as those 3 things are met, then that is good for the feet.
Yes.
Would be a happy feet.
Yeah, right, absolutely.
Thank you very much, doctor. Thank you. Thank you for coming here to help us out during this affair. Thank you.
Help in the community.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Okay, so where are you coming from?
Hi, my name is, I'm Dr. Lynn Nguyen. I'm working with Dr. Nguyen Clark with SHE organization.
Oh, okay. So what do you have here today?
So our booth is children's safety and children's health. This particular one is on choking and for babies and children.
Okay, so I see there's a sausage a sausage in here, and I see there's a battery in here, and then all different type of toys. What are these all about here?
Okay, let me tell you a little bit about this. So
Okay.
I want to show you the different airways. So this is the breathing tube of a baby, a toddler, and a child, right? So when you have a newborn child or a baby, their airway is this small, and this is just a straw. Okay, this is just a straw so that we can see the difference. And this is how squishy their airway is. You want to squeeze it? Right? And this is an airway size of a toddler, about 2-year-old, maybe a 1-year-old or 3-year-old, right? So this is what I want to show you. Kids play with a lot of toys. So here I have some toys that are considered very dangerous for children. So you have a 2-year-old, they're playing with their game, and look, this is so cute. This is super adorable. And then they eat it by accident. This is their airway. Now they cannot breathe, and they are choking. So we got to do something to help them. That's why we have this model. So that's why I want to show you the different airway size and what's safe. This is a representation of the baby's mouth so that we know what is safe for kids. So safe toys are things that cannot go through this. You see this? Not safe. Not safe. This is safe. Okay? So we have this as a safe toy. We have this as a safe toy. This is big. It goes through. But here's always a caveat. It can go this way too. So still, we have to watch our kids. But this is considered on a safer side. Okay? Now, let me show you my handy dandy hot dog. Hot dog and battery. This is to represent the soft tissue in your throat and in your stomach. All your organ system is meat. This is meat. So this is battery. Any battery like this size or any certain size, they have acid. And so when it goes into your body's gonna break it up. And when it sits in here, it's gonna break down that tissue. So imagine this goes through and it sits right here in the baby's throat. It will burn through that completely. Now, if it's in the stomach here, it will burn all the way through. So as soon as your baby swallow one of these batteries or any kind, call 911. Call 911, okay? This is dangerous. So going back, airway and snacks. So we're talking about toys being safe or not safe.
Right.
Food is also
Safe or not safe.
safe or not safe. This is common, right? This is a gummy. These are nuts. These are corn nuts. They're corn. And what's this? These are nuts.
Nuts, yeah.
Okay, let me demonstrate. That kid again. Now he
Stop.
can't breathe.
Choke.
Now another one. Can't breathe. If you had to give these, cut it up. Make it smaller. If you had to give these, break it up. Make it smaller. Make so that way it's safer. These, maybe not. Let's not give it to them, okay? Because often they'll eat, they put one in and they run around and they can choke. A lot of high risk. If kids are eating, they should not run around. They should sit still, finish eating, and then go play. Yeah.
So what happens when they get choked?
What happened when they choke? Okay.
Yeah, if they get choked.
Here's a demonstration of a baby when he choked. Oh no, baby's choking. We're in the same family. Call 911. Go. Call 911. I'm here with baby. Make a V with your hand. Put it on the baby cheek. Like this. Not here. You choke the baby. Here. Here. On your chin. Here. Yeah, like that. So chin here. Turn the baby over. Use the soft part, your hand here. Turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn over. Is baby still breathing? No, baby's still choking. Again. Until it comes out. Now let me show you. This is the mouth, okay? Baby choke on this, and it's in there. You got it to come all the way to here. but you can't reach it. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do it.
Don't use your finger to pull it
Because
out.
you push it in.
Keep going in.
Yes.
Okay.
So, however, if it comes out near here
Then
and
you
you
can
can
take it.
easily pull, then do it. But if it's deeper, if it's too deep inside, don't do it. Go back 5 times, turn over
Oh, do it
5
again.
times until you can get it.
Okay. Thank you very much, doctor. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, hello. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing
What's your
good.
name?
Hi, I'm Dr. Trung.
Dr.
Julie.
Where are you coming from?
So from Centinela Hospital.
And you coming here to help us out doing what?
Yeah. So today we're helping out with vitals, so including checking blood pressure, checking like the oxygen level. We also listen to your heart, your lungs as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. How about me as a patient right now? Can we do that?
Yeah, definitely. So I could check your blood pressure
Okay.
right now. All right.
Do I need to take off?
No, you can just if you can pull this down.
I can pull it down.
Yeah, pull it
Actually, I
down.
can pull it off.
Oh yeah, pull it off. So it's more accurate. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so just relax your arm. Alright. And then on your other finger, I'm just going to check your oxygen meter.
So what does So what does the blood oxygen do?
So right here, checking your oxygen. So as long as you're above 90%, that's definitely very good. Right now you're 98, so that's perfect. All right.
So what happened if it fall below 95? You
So
said
it means
95?
that, so then I would suggest that you go to the hospital, get evaluated, so
Okay.
to see what are the causes that could cause low oxygen. Sometimes people might have asthma, COPD, any type of lung disease that could cause a decrease
Oh,
in
okay.
oxygen.
So the lung disease would create the problem with the blood oxygen, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So we have a high blood pressure here.
Yeah, so right now, your blood pressure is a little bit on the higher range, 142 or 98.
Okay.
So, do you have a history of high blood pressure?
No.
No?
I think the reason why is because we've been walking around. So
That's
if
a
I relax,
possibility.
relax a little bit, I think it might go down.
Yeah, also, if you drink coffee, also can cause a little bit elevated. Like for you right now, it just is the the first time just checking it. I would suggest that maybe diet, exercise, a healthier diet, low fat, low sodium, low salt, and then exercise. At least maybe 30 minutes a day. Do really fast walking, so that will help.
See, now it's lower now.
Okay, just to listen to your
So the lung is on the back, the heart is on the front. The lung is on the back and the heart is on the front.
It's easier to listen to your lung sounds on the back.
Oh,
so
I
then,
see.
because then your heart is just so close to your
Oh, I
chest, so it's
see.
harder to listen to your lungs.
I see.
Alright, so everything sounds good.
So we have 3 numbers down now.
yeah, which is
and
great.
1 number's down.
So you're good. You're good. Yeah.
I hope so.
Just diet and exercise, but you're doing great.
I'm on a treadmill 1 hour a day, so I'm okay.
Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much, doctor.
problem,
Thank
no
you.
problem.
And thank you for coming to help us over here.
no
Okay?
problem.
Thank you very much. Thank you. បាទទូរទស្សន៍យន្តទើបនឹងបានទស្សនាពិព័រណ៍សុខភាពនៅទីក្រុង Long Beach បាទនៅថ្ងៃនេះមានដុកទ័រជើងដុកទ័រអីជាច្រើនហើយយើងក៏សូមអរគុណដុកទ័រទាំងអស់ហើយនឹង Western University American Heart Association ហើយជាពិសេសគឺដុកទ័រ Terry Tan បាទដុកទ័រ Terry Tan គឺគាត់ជាអ្នកចាត់ចែងទាំងអស់ទូទៅនៅកន្លែងនេះហើយនឹងអ្នកមកជួយ support អ្នកជួយគ្រប់គ្រងទាំងអស់គ្នានឹងបាទយើងសូមអរគុណដែលមកជួយធ្វើកិច្ចការនេះឲ្យបាន ល្អជាទីបំផុតហើយនឹងអ្នកដែលមក volunteer អ្នកស្ម័គ្រចិត្តមកជួយចូលរួមហ្នឹងច្រើនមែនតើសូមអរគុណទាំងអស់គ្នាអ្នកណាក៏ដោយដែលបានចូលជួយរួមសូមអរគុណទាំងអស់គ្នាបានជួយដល់ប្រជាជនខ្មែរយើងនៅថ្ងៃនេះបាទហើយសូមខ្ញុំ Tony សូមអរគុណនិងសូមជម្រាបលាបាទ